If we're being honest, this might be the wake-up call Africa needed. In Gaborone, Botswana's president Duma Boko said something many are thinking but few dare to say. He said, and I quote, "Any president who wants to be in power for more than 10 years is instantly a failure." He was launching a housing project, but his target wasn't bricks. No, his target was entrenched power, lifetime presidencies, and the culture of "I rule until I die" that infects many African states. Boko didn't mince his words. Speaking at the start of the Bono Target 3,000 housing initiative in Botswana, he took aim squarely at leaders who refused to quit. Check out this clip.
I will say to you today that any president of any country who wants to be president for more than 10 years, anybody who has that ambition is instantly a failure. You can't want to do this job for more than 10 years if you are serious about it. If you take the job seriously, you can't do it for more than 10 years.
He specifically named implicitly figures like Paul Biya from Cameroon, Teodoro Nguema Mbasogo from Equatorial Guinea, Yoweri Museveni from Uganda. These leaders have all ruled for decades now. This isn't just talk. Botswana is reminding Africa leadership isn't forever, it's a mandate. And if you cling to power, you branded yourself a failure. But honestly, guys, what more can you do that you failed to do in the last 43 years of your leadership? There's nothing innovative that you will bring that you failed to bring in the last 43 years of your leadership. Just accept that people have outgrown you. The systems have outgrown you. Let's call it what it is. This is a direct rebuke to African immortal leaders. Leaders whose names get longer with time, whose terms extend with referenda and constitutional tweaks, who pretend their presence guarantees stability, when in reality, it often guarantees stagnation. Boko is saying, if you're still fighting tooth and nail to stay beyond 10 years, you've already lost. You have already failed at leadership. You have already failed your people. And for every Cameroonian watching this segment right now, every Ugandan, every Congolese, and every citizen of a country where the presidency became the graveyard of ambition, this message must hit home. You deserve better. Your leaders deserve better. Africa deserves better. The youth of Africa deserve better. Oh my God. These leaders are shameless. They are They've ruled. They've ruled, and nothing good ever came out of their administration, only stagnation. And we are told to respect experience. We are told to wait our turn, but the constitutions make it hard to even reach the positions that they're currently at. The constitutions keep recycling them. The fake democracy that people are beaming about keeps putting these puppet leaders in position. It keeps recycling these puppet leaders because the Western world, the European Union, the United States find it easy to control these puppets because God knows it is so hard to control or train a new dog. It's hard to train a new dog. It's hard to get to know a new puppet is hard. So they don't want that admin. So they'd rather recycle these leaders, and these leaders are sending us into a train wreck. They are the reason why Africa is stagnant, why Africa is a third world country. Meanwhile, it's the richest, a third world continent. Meanwhile, it is the richest continent in the world. We are called third world countries. Meanwhile, we have built Rome. We have built their nations. And today they look down on us. Today they have the guts to still keep these puppet leaders in power so they can push us below the poverty line. They can push us into stagnation even further so that they don't have to have the admin of training or getting to know a new puppet. Because these new puppets, if Africa or if any African country that has been under the leadership of presidents that don't want to let go of power, countries like Cameroon, Uganda, Equatorial Guinea, these countries, that is where the Western world or the Western countries like the EU and the United States have their claws in. That is where they have entrenched their claws deep inside, because they know that these leaders give us access to the minerals of the continent. They are the reason why the piggy bank is always flowing for them. And to appoint a new leader is hard, because these new young leaders like Ibrahim Traore, they are unpredictable. They can literally pluck us away. They can literally make us lose control. They can limit our access into Africa's resource vaults. So they'd rather recycle these old, tired ass old leaders, because God knows it's hard to train a new leader. It's hard to train a new puppet. It means you have to entice this new puppet to betray the people, because God, we all know that these new leaders, when they come into power, they still have that hope of not continuing. They have a new hope of restoring democracy. They have hope of uplifting the citizens. So how are you going to change that new puppet's mind? How are you going to change their mind and make them the United States puppet, the EU puppet? How are you going to bribe them? Because it's like lately in Africa, they make leaders like Ibrahim Traore, and it's hard to bribe those kind of leaders. So the United States would rather endorse these puppet leaders over and over and over and over and over again. That's why they stay in power for a long time. It's not like the people don't vote for new leadership. No, we have all come to a conclusion, or we all agree that the electorate is biased. Not biased, it's rigged, it's infiltrated, it's mismanaged by the United States and the European Union and the former colonizers. It's managed. The construct of democracy comes from their hymn book. So obviously they know how to manipulate elections. That's why it's not like the people don't vote them out. I strongly believe that some of these leaders were voted out a long time ago. But because the Western world is like, no, these are our puppets. Who's going to open the mineral vault to us? So we'd rather keep them in here so we can control them, because it's hard controlling a new puppet. It's hard, trying to bribe a new puppet that has a mindset of putting people first, his people first. It's hard. So they'd rather just stay with these ones. I hope it made sense. I hope I made sense. If I did make sense, please give me a thumbs up. If I didn't make sense, please correct me in the comment section below. If I lost you somewhere as I was trying to make my point, please do tell me in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and share the broadcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss these groundbreaking conversations right here on the African Diaspora News channel. And family, you know that I have my own YouTube channel. It's called The Native Talk. The link is in the description box below. So go click on the link in the description box and subscribe to The Native Talk. Until then, I'll see you on the flip side.